good evening, folks. If you in fact take that into account, General, or rather the officer Frank Drebin, from that particular movie, the Naked Gun, the police guard, is never going to come here. Obviously, an individual of such a revolutionary stature, who has an ability to basically perform somersaults, inside a stadium, where thousands of spectators are in fact watching a game. What can we speak about that particular individual, folks? He is a legend. Even does Priscilla Presley stand that same designation, or even she happens to be into the same bracket. But folks, one thing seems to be that those are legends, which we basically typecasted, in fact happen to be individuals, who in reality do not know any bit of thing, pertaining to this particular city, or rather Obnopolis. And that's a real difficult scenario, because whatever you see onto the television, is never in reality gonna come to your house, that's simply gonna be onto the television, whatever you see. And well, beautiful girls, who have nice hearts, are not at fault. But folks, even though they are not at fault, that does not exactly mean that, they aid other women and men, who want to do good for the country. There isn't really any specific methodology, folks, established over the years, of as to how should an individual basically proceed if he or she wants to do something good for the city or the country. Signing off, and see you later. Bye.